Whether you call yourself a full-blown minimalist or you're just simply trying to implement minimalistic practices into your life like I am, there are many things in our lives that hold us down, whether we like to admit it or not. Clutter exists all around us, in our physical spaces, our mental spaces, and our digital spaces. Today I wanted to share 20 different things that you can start to declutter today, whether it takes you 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour. These are just places where you can start. Number one to start decluttering is old makeup products, unused products, and toiletries. These products can get stuck in the back of a cabinet. You can forget about them. You can use the same makeup products for months and not realize that they are expired. And these are just some of the products I feel like get forgotten about. Next is expired foods. When I decluttered my closet for the first time, there were foods in my pantry that were expired for like months. So definitely take inventory of your pantry area, your cabinets, like old spices, your fridge, your freezer, whatever. Number three, declutter your mail and paper. I've done it. I know my family's done it. We just keep a pile of mail that we get from the mailbox just in a random drawer. Maybe it's on the cabinet, maybe it's in like a little box. Most of the mail you get, I'm sure, can be recycled because, let's be real, a lot of important documents that we need now are online or emailed to us. So anything that might be important that's mailed to you, take note of, but the rest, just go ahead and recycle them. When you get the mail, try to keep up with decluttering those objects because that can definitely add up. Number four, declutter your car. So your car is a nice, easy place to get started as well because there's not too many intricate places in it. I feel like it's something that we forget about that needs to be decluttered, like the glove compartment, the center console, our trunk, maybe something you threw into the back seat a couple weeks ago and you forgot about. You don't even have to do a full deep clean or anything. Just kind of declutter the area. Probably will take you like 10 minutes unless your car is completely trashed. Number five, declutter last season's clothes. So I know decluttering your closet and all of your clothes can be a huge, daunting thing for you. Like, especially for me when I first did mine. And it's even now, it's daunting to think about. I would say to suggest is to start with last season's clothes. So if you're in a place where it's one season all along, maybe declutter a certain category of clothes. Maybe declutter your tank tops, or maybe declutter just your sweaters. We have all 4 seasons in Virginia, so for me, I would declutter the winter clothes. Number six, declutter your email inbox and messages. Digital spaces can definitely be forgotten about. I used to have like 20,000 emails in my inbox, and that was so annoying to see that little red box of like numbers. I just went ahead and deleted every single one of them. But you can do these like quickly, you know, go through your inbox and just be like, okay, the ones that I flagged are obviously the important ones, so I need to delete the rest. Once they're all deleted, you can just keep up with this every day. Once you get a new email, be like, oh, there's only 2 now in my inbox, so I can just check that real quick. And then as for messages, go through your text messages, your direct messages on social medias, like any of those. Those actually take up a lot more storage than you think, especially text messages. Number seven, declutter your social media. Start by going through your posts on your social media. Does this post bring me joy? Does this bring back sad memories? Does this kind of trigger me? Go through your following list, your followers. Make sure that your algorithm, your social media is curated to make you feel good about yourself, to make you feel inspired and motivated to be the best version of yourself. Number eight, declutter random surfaces. I feel like this is a good place to start as well because when you scan a room, you see the top of surfaces most of the time. At least if you have like a table or a counter or a desk or something. You don't see the insides when you first look at them, but you do see the tops of them. You see the shelvings of them. So decluttering just the tops of them or anything that the eye can see at first glance, I think is a good place to start. It's not as daunting. And then later on, once you get more prepared, you can start diving into the insides. Number nine are random decoration pieces. So I don't have a lot of random decoration pieces, but I would say that this is a good place to start if you have maybe a lot of throw pillows or random home decorations that you don't really like anymore, or maybe you have too much of, like duplicates of. Even if you have a big home, if you have a small apartment, if you have a bedroom, you can find these things everywhere. Number 10 is to declutter random cords and random electronics. I had like a random Google and cords that I don't know belong to what? I got rid of those because they're not being used and they're probably never going to be used, to be honest, by me. So decluttering those little drawers with those electronics and cords, you know what I'm talking about. Number 11, I would say declutter your accessories. I feel like the categories of places to declutter are easy starts, especially if it's like accessories. Like, it doesn't have to be the whole kitchen, it doesn't have to be the whole closet, the whole bedroom, the whole bathroom. It could be like small places in those areas. So like accessories would be like a smaller area, I would personally say, because you know, you can do jewelry. The next day you can declutter your bags. The next day you can declutter your random accessories like scarves, hats, whatever. And so I feel like taking smaller categories of the bigger category, like if you have a lot of shoes, you can do, maybe I'll just declutter my sneakers first, and maybe I'll declutter my sandals next. For clothes, last season's clothes first, or my dresser first, or this category of clothes like tank tops first. Number 12, declutter your bag, purse, and wallet. So whether you carry a book bag like to school or a work bag, I feel like these are places that we forget about, even though these things are on us all the time. I know I forget about them a lot. You know, your wallet, those extra receipts, random cards that are expired gift cards, business cards people give you that you're never gonna use. Number 13, declutter your phone and laptop screens. Your phone screen can be very cluttered, I feel like, especially the default iPhone screen. It's just so there, you know what I mean? Everything is everywhere and all these apps don't make sense together, and I just feel like decluttering them and just making your screen to where it's the main apps that you use, or the main apps that are productive or inspiring to you to have on the front screen. I think that's helpful, as well as a laptop, because I know that you can have multiple files, multiple folders that come up, and consolidate them a little bit more so they're not as daunting, so they're not as overwhelming to look at. Number 14, your board games. I have a lot of cards and random games, and so I decluttered a bunch of those because I usually only play with puzzles now, or I don't know, Cards Against Humanity, or just a stack of cards, or Uno. And I know we all are familiar with our junk drawers. Everybody has a junk drawer, I feel like. I mean, if you don't have a junk drawer, you're doing something right. I have no idea where to put all that extra stuff. I guess if I had a garage, I probably would, but I'm talking like rubber bands, the flashlight, a random tool from the IKEA set that I had to make, batteries. Like, I don't know where to put these things. They're so extra. So I just put them all in one area, and it's the junk drawer. And it's just like, seems like a thing that people have. Yeah, go through your junk drawer. It can still be a junk drawer. Just if there's some random things in there that don't make sense, or, you know, are broken or not even usable anymore, declutter that maybe. Okay, number 16, going back to the categories, I have shoes up there, but we already talked about that. So number 17, I would say, is toys. Whether it's your kids' toys, your pets' toys, I feel like this is something that we forget about as well, because I know with my pet, that guy right there, he has a lot of toys, and I had to declutter them because he only actually plays with a couple at a time. When he's playing with one and we're like playing together, he's only playing with the one. I have kind of gotten a sense of his favorites, and I just like decluttered the rest. There could still be more that I could declutter, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe ask your kids, maybe not your dog. Your dog might not answer. If it does, then that's pretty cool, but ask them what their favorite toys are and declutter the rest. Number 18, declutter extra kitchenware and utensils. If you have a million forks, I don't think you need a million forks. Keep what you need. I have 2 pots and 2 pans now, and 1 skillet, and that's really all I need. There's only 2 of us here anyway, so you can decide if you gravitate towards 1 skillet or 1 pan or whatever. Number 19, I would say stationery items. So these are just random items like pens, school supplies, paper, notebooks, any of these things. It's easy to find those pens that don't work anymore, or the books that you don't read or don't even like. And then lastly, I would say for 20 is hard drive files. So going back to your laptop, you know, putting in your external hard drive, look through the files that you have. I know for me, I have all my YouTube videos and any extra videos on a hard drive, so I usually like to go on there and make sure it's organized into their correct spaces. And yeah, go through any other files, any other documents on that hard drive. Alright you guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little tip video of 20 things that you can declutter right now. I'm not an expert or anything, but I personally have decluttered these things, and I personally have used these tips and it has worked for me. So let me know if it ends up working for you, or if you have any other tips or suggestions for us as well. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Mwah. Bye.